My wand, I just finished the Nuzlocke. Yeah, I'm farting on my roommate's door. I'm not gonna knock, wearing Wiz shirts in public, so the Wiz babes all flock. Bitch, I'm maxed out. Why'd you hit 7 and fucking stop? Dahlia is my mom. She just helped me grow my deck. Hit her castle, she all on my Wiz. Insane bolt the tech. Make her drink my potion. Got pilk running down her fucking neck. Zinky taught the Kraka Sutra. Now I'm running up a check. I can talk to these women. Oh shit, I just fucking rizzled. Can't even tie my shoes. She still wants my little wizard. Woman more like Mander. I'll talk to my little lizard. Zarek gave me the strats. Now I'm all up in her gizzard.
No. What seems to be the problem here? Where the fuck's my camera? You know what? New idea just dropped. Control C, Control V. God, I'm a gamer. This white boy can't be stopped. I need my light on. What's up, Blues? Oh, that's too bright. What's up, losers? Okay. Now I know I'm late. There's a first time for everything, but I have a good reason, bro. I was fucking grinding off stream. I did all of the crafting quests and did all of the fucking. I got all the way to this shit, bro. What is the thing I got to? Whatever the fuck it's called. I was a good boy. Dude, crafting these boots took actual years off my life. Is stream lagging? No, you have dog shit internet. Oh my god, did fucking internet just go down? No, I don't know. That's not my fault. It's your fault. I wanted to ask you something. What's up, John? Bro, okay, here's the thing, right? I get it if it's something that's, like, going to have a meaningful impact on, like, other people's gameplay. Like, I would even get it if it was, like, duped rare treasure cards. But the fact that you killed the entire bazaar for duped energy jewels fucking pisses me off. Yeah, so fucking stupid. I don't hate chat, I only hate a lot of you. Actually, not even a lot of you, just, like, some of you. Very strongly. Or, like, objectively, how are you gonna, like, and also, I'm not a computer programmer, okay? I'd have to imagine it's not that hard to only kill one of the fucking tabs. What if they just made it so you couldn't buy jewels? Like, how do they not have the capability to do that? I was so heated. Would I ever consider doing a duo Pirate 101 playthrough? No. I am never playing that game again. For them, I mean, I might play it again, but I'm never making more content on it. I did my time, bro. Unless I'm playing with, like, Barack. Then maybe. If Barack hits me up for the duo pirate run, I might take him up on it. It's barely... Wait, what? I thought it was plus 5 energy jewels. It was plus 20? I thought it was just the plus 5 jewels. Oh, 25 total? It was just someone duped a bunch of jewels and sold them. Bro, I think it's so lame. They like ruin everyone out. Like, there's probably people like, I'm so lucky I did the crafting quest yesterday, or else I would have been fucked. People were selling quill wands too, like duped quill wands. I mean, at that point though, you just have to stop the duping. Like, I don't think killing the bazaar. I also don't understand, like, why are energy jewels still bazaarable? I feel like everything else useful they won't let you put in the bazaar. And then for some reason, energy jewels and code wands are still, like, if you really care that much about it, bro, make them fucking non-optional. God, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. Shit's pretty stupid if you ask me. Bruh. They only go up incremental-wise if you lose the first one, though. Or if you beat the first one, so, like, it doesn't really matter which ones you win and which ones you lose. I have to wear new steel cap boots for work and they don't fit well and it's hurting my feet. I mean, if they're steel-toed boots, you have to break them in. You gotta break them in. Wear them in the shower. Dude, Wiz does have, like, a code of jargon people talk with. And then once you play for, like, a week, you realize it's all just, like, very simple stuff. It may sound complicated, but, like, it's actually the simplest shit ever. This game is actually just repetitive, like, 3rd grade level math problems over and over. Fucking terrible. Do I go buy a new starfish? It might be worth it, low-key, because I'm probably gonna want... Do I have enough? Yeah, I got enough. I'm gonna go buy a new one. Because I want to get spell-proof before Mirror Lake. My stats are way better than on my ice. I mean, I have so much more damage than my ice. We just, like, you only get 15 resist off this set. And it's like 15 resist isn't enough where I think I can go run waterworks. But it's also, like, probably enough, not enough for Mirror Lake. So I looked through every first-gen pet on the wiki. This is how fucking tryhard I've become. As I look through, literally, there's over 90 first-gen wiki pets with spellproof. And the starfish is, like, the most readily accessible one. That is, like, actually a spellproof. Emma, sure. If this starfish didn't exist, there's not a whatever accessible to us that could know spellproof. It's like our only chance of getting spellproof. It can also get Maycast Pixie, which is pretty good. Outside of that, I think it can give like a... I think it also has like Pip Chance in the pool. Which like isn't good, but isn't completely useless. Have you read the Declaration of Rochambeaudance? I have not. Should I? I don't know, up to you. This feels like, I feel like you just made this up. Or it's a Reddit post. What is my chess rating? I peaked at like 1,000 my freshman year of college when I only had a laptop, so I played a lot of chess. I've probably forgotten all my openings and stuff. No, it's Rat's Law. What? I mean, is he also locked in the room with me for eternity? Like, does he get tired? I think the better question is, like, if you were allowed to go off and do as whatever training, like you were supposed to dedicate your life to chess, do you think you would ever beat Magnus Carlsen? Like, do you think you are capable of ever defeating Magnus Carlsen? My roommate thinks that if he was... Okay, well, I've had this argument with my roommate. My roommate thinks if we took him and his, like, current physical attributes and state and reduced him down to, like, his younger self, his, like, whatever, his, say, 3-year-old self, with his, like, current knowledge and, like, understanding of everything, he thinks he could become an Olympian. A track Olympian. There's no fucking way. I think if you took me and you turned me into a 3-year-old and then you were like, with my current knowledge and like ability to train and like everything, like I think there's certain things you could be good at and you're not becoming an Olympian. Didn't Mr. Fish say chess was a waste of time? I think he didn't he just kind of lose it? I mean, there's obviously a lot of training involved, but like track, there's a genetic limit. At a certain point, you hit the genetic limit. Where chess would be interesting because chess is like a skill, but I think it would also be really ignorant to think like you could become the best chess player ever. Because A, there's a bunch of people that dedicate their life to chess who are way smarter than you, and way smarter than me probably, who like, you know, like Hikaru, who's never gonna, you know, has probably beat Magnus a couple times, but it's like never gonna be world champion. It's also like, how would you gain the ability to lock in? Like, how did you live your entire life not locked in and now you expect to turn that around? That's just not gonna work. Your best shot is probably curling. Yeah, probably. It's a skill sport. Like, I think you would have a better chance at, like, archery. Where, like, accumulated just time spent shooting bows would help you. And you don't, there's no, like, need for, like, genetic shit, you know? Chess is like basketball. Genetics matter too much, bro. I would think your genetics matter a lot less in chess. Like, there's obviously still a genetic limit, but I think it's a lot less than basketball. I think you could become like a top 3% chess player just by grinding. Even if you were the least talented natural chess player, if you dedicated yourself to grinding and studying, I think you could make it to like... Not that you probably not, maybe not a pro level, but you could still be at a very high level. There were people that will train. I knew people that fucking worked way harder than me. Loved it, you know, did everything extra, put in the extra time, put in the extra hours, and they just still sucked at basketball. They were still just unathletic and short. But even Olympic weightlifting, I don't think your technique is as important as, like, your genetics. Like, maybe with, like, if you had a good genetic base and you worked 10 times harder than everyone else, you could beat someone who's more talented than you. What the fuck is wrong with that starfish? I don't like it. I actually, it's a problem. I hate his back. Every time he turns around, it scares me. And his running animation is fucking terrifying. But he's the only first-gen pet we have access to who gets spell-proof, so we're gonna have to live with it. I don't think the Bazaar guy's back. He probably won't be back for like 2 months. That's usually how long it takes Kings out to fix basic problems. Yeah, I mean, it's fucked for the Wizlocke, too. I mean, like, there's certain TCs I'm just not gonna be able to get, which is tough. I might go train reshuffle. I low-key think that's, like, a good idea. Where do you train reshuffle? Is it Colossus? It is Colossus, right? Never train Colossus. Or not Colossus, fucking reshuffle. Is speedrunning SpongeBob the movie game mostly genetic? Dude, I honestly think, like, everything has some genetic. Everything that's, like... I mean, even, like, super skill... Like, even something like a video game. Where it's, like, super skill-based, and it's not like you're, like, have to be born super tall. Like, if there was... There's genetics in everything, bro. Some people are just gonna pick up things better and be better at certain things. That's life. I can't get to know this. Oh, also, I have to change this rule back. I am not going to allow housing tours. And player ports. We're gonna ban both of those again. I was looking through the wiki, and, like, low-key the best strategy for a lot of stuff would be to grind housing tours for free drops until you get, like, really niche drops. And I don't want to do that. I think if my best strategy revolves around hitting the cauldron 5,000 times till I get the first gen pet I need, I don't want that to be an option. So I can't get to know this. I was looking at, there's another pet in Lemuria that's really good. That's a better first gen spellproof haver. But there's a cat pet you can get from like the cauldron housing item. Okay, why are we getting fucking Ice Giver? That was pretty sick. That would be big, but, like, I don't want to have to farm for this shit. Nah, that guy's gonna be naked. He's gonna be creepy this whole fucking run. Well, at least now we have our things so we can just spam pet snacks. That's good at least. Random. Large Champ. That's a name. Sure. We're just gonna have to keep rolling these until we get Pixie and Spellproof. Bazaar still broken. Story of this game, bro. Story of this game. Nothing fucking works. Nothing. You could just ban house daily events. But then it's also like... I thought about maybe just banning housing tours and allowing player ports. But I think there's, like, a lot of... There's just too much shit that, like... It opens up too much of the game, I feel like. Because then it also opens up, like the potions in Mirage for the flat damage. And there's other, like, potions and auras and shit you can gain access to. Like, I don't really want to be part of it. And I guess, like, you could just ban certain shit specifically. But then it's also, like, do you start going to, like... I don't know. Kingsao's like the opposite of Bethesda. I think their motto could be, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It applies to everything they do, bro. Their pity systems, it just doesn't work. It just does not function as it's intended to function. So you just soft hood for money now? I mean, if I needed money, I guess I could soft hood. I don't really need money, though. Oh, I gotta go train Shuffle. Can someone be in Cyclops Avenue, please? That would be sick if you were. Super sick. Colossus Boulevard, I meant. There we go. I don't know. I guess if I need money, I'll have to soft hood. What's up, CamCod? I'm gonna keep this in my deck. I'm gonna be smart for once. Does it give you the Death Dispel? Huh, the more you know. Okay. I also went through and did a bunch of the, if it was convenient while I was doing the crafting quest, I did the Z quest. Alright, let's go. Onward to Greyhound Mercenaries Killing Simulator. Everybody's favorite. Bro, I feel like I normally stream like 5 to 6, or I guess 8 to 9 EST, which is like, I guess a little late, but I don't think that's that crazy. I actually feel like that's like the time usually, I mean, it's the time I'm free usually, obviously, but like I feel like that's probably the most popular time to have free. Alright, we do got more damage now, which is nice. We do got a little bit more squeeze. You ever did death before? Not with this rule set. This is my first death. I honestly do think what time you stream is like... Obviously, your content has, like, a big effect on who watches you and, like, what age demographic, but I think time's also, like, the biggest thing. It also, like, I swear it depends on the time of year. I swear I get more gooners when it's summertime and they're not in school. This is attempt 4. Well, if you count the baby rule set death, it's 5, but I'm not counting that. I've lost a Storm, an Ice, and a Myth with this rule set. Would you recommend consulting the wiki a lot as a first-time player, or just learn as you go? I mean, if it's your first time playing through, I would watch, like, a couple Kaiser Noah videos, and you're probably good. You do not need to be, like, digging in the wiki. I would watch, like, a couple guides and other general things. But even then, you don't really need those. This game's pretty easy. Guides are better, honestly, for just, like, making sure you're playing pretty efficiently. is the better use of guides, I think. Because without them, you might be playing pretty inefficiently, which could be bad. I mean, what are you gonna find? I don't know. I would not. I mean, the wiki, I think, is good if you know what you're looking for. But it's not like there's, like, a gear progression guide on the wiki. Right? Is there? I don't know. I think it's a lot of the Wiz content around guides. This is my critique of it. It's been made very clearly with, like, someone who's played this game for 15 years, and they think, like, you, like, come into it with that background understanding. You need the wiki for cheating bosses? I guess, yeah. Still to this day, I think it's fucking crazy that this game doesn't have, like, some way of, like, explaining the cheats to you. I still think it's crazy. Or at least, like, alluding to them better. I would not use r/wizard101 as a guide for anything. That place is a torture chamber. Honestly, the Wiz Reddit isn't even that bad. I feel like the Reddit for, like, most other games is way worse. I feel like the Wiz Reddit is actually pretty tame. They just take down my old memes, which sucked. Bro, I wouldn't even say use, like, I think my Discord's good if you, like, are looking for someone to quest with or something, maybe, or you need help with something, or you have, like, a very specific niche question. But, like, Google, for the most part, you know, like, I think, didn't Kaiser Noah just make a, like, best gear video?
Time to show them how to fight like warriors.
Didn't this literally just happen? Like, I feel like I would look up Best Gear Wizard101. Best Gear Wizard101 level 60. Okay, it's telling me to farm Advastic gear. Maybe this isn't good. Maybe I hate this. Maybe this is bad. I always had an idea for a video that I was gonna make after every. It was gonna be Wizard 101 in 101 sec. Everything you need to know about Wizard 101 in 101 seconds. And I was gonna give the most bare bones, like, simple ass guide to get through the game. I low-key could make that a short. Now that the short time's expanded, everything you need to know about Wizard 101 in 101 seconds. Kind of a banger video. What's up, Chris the Goat? I see Big Dog is getting the broom under control. Are you threatening me, Butt Plunger? Is that a threat? Are you flirting with me? Why 101 seconds? Because it's like Wizard 101. So it would be like Wizard 101 explained in 101 seconds, you know?
You have taught us so much, Great Wizard. I will remember these lessons for a long time.
I think 101 seconds, though, isn't enough time. I think I could get it done in a 3-minute short.
I'm sure.
I really think I could. As a very bare bones guide of, like... The problem with, like, guide content like that, though, is, like... Like, you could tell someone to go farm waterworks, but it's only really helpful if you, like, show them how. Or if you want a guide to be like a really good guide, you should like, you know. I think even just like telling people, like a lot of the times I hate watching like a guide for something and it like doesn't tell you where to get the quest. I remember watching like some of the old school, like this is how you get giant in like the higher enchants, whatever, like Colossus and shit. And it wouldn't tell you like what quests you needed to have completed, and that used to piss me off. Bro, here's the thing. Like, I genuinely think this is like my same take with Sauce. Is like, yeah, maybe when you're posting a Wiz video every day, it gets a little sloppy at times. Like, sometimes you make a video that's maybe not like the most like insanely like creative, well thought out thing. But like, Wiz needs that content, bro. Like, there is just not... It would be one thing if there was a plethora of Wiz content and people covering stuff that's going on. Like, there's not. There's really only a couple people who do it. There is still such a demand for that content. I think especially with, like, Kaiser Noah. I wish Kaiser Noah would do, like, more guides than he does. Like, a guide to fucking everything in this game. Because then when people come to chat, I could just point and say, go over there. Go watch that. Dude, I don't have the heart to do it. I don't have the heart to do it. I'm too much of a coward to do it. Not gonna lie, your fit looking really cute today. But Plunger, I don't think we have that. I see you as more of a fucking low tier chatter than a partner. Is Wiz worth playing right now? Yeah, I think it's at the same degree as worth playing as it's been for the past decade. Like, I really just think it comes down to like, if when you're playing you're having fun, then it's worth it. At the end of the day, like, it's your call. I'm not flirting with Twitch chats. They started it. Stop. I'm gonna blush. Bro, if you still like Wiz PvPing, go PvP. I wouldn't, like, recommend it. I wouldn't, like, tell you to go out of your way to PvP. Shit's pretty ass. In my opinion. I'm sure there's someone out there that still thinks Wiz PvP's good, bro. I'm sure Ratbeard plays that shit and he's like, this is awesome. I wonder if Xerath is wearing tight boots. What are you talking about? Your steel toe boots are tight? Okay, that might be a problem. If they're tight on your toes, that's definitely a problem. Because their whole thing is they don't stretch. I used to wear boots. I never wore steel toe boots, though. Low tier chatter for now. I need to, like, I want to make a, like, program that, like, or even just, like, a constant tier list I could update. I need, like, did you ever have those clip charts in elementary school? Where it was, like, if you were bad behaved, you get moved down to the yellow. And then if you were good behaved, you got moved up a spot. We need one of those for chat. Chat, you were some bad noodles. Mine wear card? What? Skadoosh. Either way, we're not the same person. That's my wife. Twitch chat, I don't know what goes on in that place. I don't know what goes on in that place. I don't know if you're calling me your wife. I don't really think we should have that kind of relationship. I mean, maybe one day. Zara, you talk about going to the gym with roommate. When are we getting a physique update? Never. Is that has to be a joke question? I think Zaret has cankles. Okay. Thanks, chat. You guys are so nice to me. Oh, and I still have this comment pinned. L streamer.
That didn't go very well.
Me two people. Okay, so I'm not your wife. That's good to know. That's good to know. I still think it's a little weird you were trying to flirt with me. Well, I mean, I don't, you know. Maybe I misread the situation. Maybe I misread the room. Why do you stream if you are L streamer? Fuck! Shit! You got me!
What?
I don't know. I contemplate that a lot. I should just throw in the fucking towel. I should just throw in the towel. I honestly... When did I peak? I think I peaked when I beat Winnie the Pooh Home Run Derby. I think it's, especially gameplay quality-wise, it's been all downhill since then. Ever since I beat Winnie the Pooh Home Run Derby. Ah! You think of the maid stream was my peak. My best video is my first video. Dude, the first video on this channel is one of the worst things ever created. It is one of the worst videos ever uploaded to YouTube. I cannot believe I had uploaded for like a day before I took it down. I cannot believe I had it up for even that long. It is an atrocity. It is a Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke video. It is the worst thing anyone has ever watched. It is so... Can you do a Clash of Clans base reveal? Bro, I tried to start a Clash of Clans clan like 2 years ago and no one joined. I had the link pinned in chat for like a full couple weeks of streams and I got like 2 people to join and it was their alt accounts. No. I have some Brawlhalla videos privated, I think. Bro, you want to see the first? I was looking through my videos today. Although maybe I uploaded a Brawlhalla video and deleted it. There's also... I might have deleted a few videos. I feel like I had a Pixelmon video on this channel too. That's just like doesn't exist anymore. And I can't remember if that's because it was like my old channel. or if it was this channel and I deleted it. Where's this fucking video, bro? Dude, I'm not even gonna fucking, I can't even bring myself to show this, bro. It's called I Almost Got Abducted in Pokemon Platinum. That video's gone, bro. I don't think anyone's ever seen that video but me. It has 0 views. I'm the only person on the planet who's seen it. Release the tapes. I think if I ever go Zen Master Blue, I private all my videos and I just leave that one up. Dude, I actually don't even think I could play it. I don't even think I could. Why did Blue do that? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really play Castle Crashers, no. Castle Crashers to me was always more of like a tile monster shirt game. I was more of a Happy Wars enjoyer. Have you seen Cobblemon mod? Yeah, I've played it a little bit. How's my semester going? Bro, I kind of need to lock in again. Yeah, it is a little weird. It kind of looks like he just deleted the channel, which is a little odd. I wonder if he did it. Is there a chance that the shit just got, destroyed for some reason? Just got taken down? None of you are coming to my graduation. None of you made the list. None of you made the cut. Crazy how a wholesome YouTube channel is enough to affect someone's job? I mean, you don't necessarily know that's what it was. If I had to guess, I don't think it would be... I mean, there's no way that would affect his job. I think what would be more likely is that he either got... It's just completely conjecture. But I feel like there's probably a lot of people who try to track him down from it. That would be my guess. Is there was a lot of people that were especially because he told people he'd become a dentist. And I'm sure his actual name was out there. I'm sure there were a lot of people that tried to send him shit and he was tired of it. That would be my guess. Or he's for some reason someone found it, or people were finding it and he was embarrassed about it. I don't fucking know. I couldn't see how being a WIZARD101 YouTuber a decade ago would affect your dentist career. Whatever the fuck he does. I bet you it was something to do with him being tired of people looking for him and shit. I mean, I could see it being a problem if he was doing something if he was out here with a clavicular backlog of content, maybe. Sarah, what would you do if you met a viewer IRL? Fucking karate. I have a green belt. Did you know that? Why do you think certain chatters disappear? Have you ever thought about it? My favorite generation of Pokemon, Sinnoh. What if you meet a higher belt? Impossible. Impossible. I have a black belt in Cardjitsu. I had a black belt in Cardjitsu. Normal Cardjitsu, fire, and water Cardjitsu. I destroy all of you. Did any of you have access to the Ninja Dojo? Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Did you purchase the costume where if you danced, you got invisible? Oh, I bet you haven't even heard of that. Bet you never even heard of it. Sometimes the way you read and respond to chat is like influencers when they go live on Instagram. What is that? What does that mean? What does that mean? Oh. I think I should pivot. Late career pivot. Crazy accurate take? In what way? Soulless? I can fucking read. You sound robotic and incompetent at the same time. Hey, geez, thanks. I love my supporters. Bro, you sound like a soulless toddler that barely passed 4th grade reading level. I think we go band for band right now in an academic echelon of competitions. I beat most of chat. Again, I think there's like maybe 1% of you. This is like this thing with like, I am better than 99% of chat. I think if we did a contest where like chat was able to deploy their gladiatorial champions, you would win. But like, I am better than 99% of you at 99% of things, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I'm a law student, so yeah, so I wouldn't beat the law student in like a reading competition. I don't think I would beat the law student. I think I beat everyone else who isn't a law student. Are you better than me at sports? I mean, again, if there's like occasionally someone in who's like a college athlete, and then it's like, okay, no, I'm not beating you at basketball. But like for the average person, I'm beating you in basketball, 100%. I can hold my breath for 3 minutes. Okay, I wouldn't even accept that competition because that's not fair. You're picking. I have asthma. That's you're picking on my fucking disability. That's actually not cool. I'm offended you'd say that. If we as a chat took the LSAT, I'm beating half of you. Not a doubt in my mind. Zaret, I'll play you in basketball and bet $1,000 for a 1v1. I would happily do that. I would take you up on that 10 days of the week. What was my SAT score? Okay, I showed it on stream. Okay, for context of mine, I'm gonna get into my fucking college board account again. Okay, I didn't study for the SAT because all of it was test optional. Let me find my fucking SAT score. Let me prove I read at above a 4th grade level. Dude, I was a good writer. I don't think I'm Magnus Carlsen levels of intelligence. What the fuck was my password for this? Oh, I forgot my password. Can you text it to me? What are the odds this even still works? I know this still works because I got into it on stream one time. This chat was being mean to me. Why haven't I gotten a text? Use SMS, you must have a mobile phone number. I don't see the code. Maybe I have to use the email? I think I have to use the email. Looking more and more like I'm gonna have to use the email. Fuck. It might be hooked up to my...
After you beat them, they hop into your bucket.
It'd be really awkward if this is hooked up to my fucking high school email I haven't used and I don't have access to. I feel like I had to get into this though because I needed to like get AP credits transferred. Might be my other email that I don't use anymore. Maybe I can cheese it. I have an idea.
You direct the water elementals at the fire. With a hiss and a billow of smoke, the fire goes out.
No way this works. Oh my god, that worked. Why is College Board trying to get me to register to vote? What the fuck are we doing? SAT, how do I see my scores? Wait, is this even the right? Get your scores. How do I see these? Show me my fucking scores. Bang, bro. Okay, I did admittedly do way worse reading. I did admittedly do fucking like I did very poor on the reading actually. Hold on. I'm making a new rule. If you get a lower SAT score than me, you're not allowed to make fun of me for not being able to read. If you fucking say I read like a toddler and you got a lower, especially if you got a lower English score, I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to hear anything from the rest of fucking chat. I'm gonna set up a bot where you have to submit your shit and verify it.
I can see the
We had the same reading score. I can read. I am capable of it. I promise. What about ACT scores? I didn't have to do standardized testing. I took the SAT because I was signed up for it just in case I like ended up really wanting to go to a school that wasn't going to be test optional, and then every school was test optional. And I was like, I'm not submitting a fucking score. Because I am not studying for that shit. I'm dog shit at math. The thing was, I'm not good grammatically. I was always a good writer. I was always a much better writer than I was at math. Which is weird I did better in math. Bro, but the I don't think there's a worse measure of your ability as, like, to comprehend the English language than fucking an SAT test. I think the SAT test in general kind of sucks. It's better for math, I think. I think it's better at, like, telling how good you are in math.
You feel a sinister presence.
Why is basketball the only sport? I think in most athletic competitions, I'm beating chat. I know for a fact. I think, again, if you get to, like, pick and choose which chapter I lose. Drop the AP exam scores? I got fucking... Which ones did I fail? The thing was, I definitely failed History and Gov.
Yes.
Or Gov and Econ, I think. I might have passed Econ, though. The thing was, when I knew what college I was going to go to, and then I figured out, I learned from people at the school, that if you only get to transfer so many AP credits. And they weren't allowed to, only certain ones of them could work as prerequisites. So, like, I had the prereq AP exams I wanted to, like, get out of, like, the math. Like, I wanted my stats one, get out of math. And then I think I used, I think, an English one to skip, like, a writing class or something. I don't fucking remember. But I remember being like, okay, so none of these matter. So I, like, wasn't even going to take them. I wasn't even going to pay to fucking take them. But then, every AP teacher your senior year does the fucking stupid pay-to-win cheese. Where they're like, if you go take the AP test, even if you fail it, I'll give you 100% on the final. I had like 4 different teachers do that. So I just went in there and fucking didn't study and tried really hard. I didn't really try. But like apes, I killed. I remember being like, getting out of the apes exam, being like, yeah, I fuck, that was me. I balled out. I got out of the AP Gov one and I was like, they might think I like didn't actually take this class. I did not take AP Physics. My school didn't even offer AP Physics. Combat sports? Again, if you are like someone who's like a fucking skilled wrestler, I'm not beating you. I don't have the background in it. If we are put into a wrestling match and we both have no background, I think I win. 100%. Yeah, I think I took all my junior year ones online. I definitely took my senior year ones in person. It's all such a waste of time. Dude, I hated AP Computer Science. To this day, the only class I've ever dropped. The only class I ever dropped because I was like, I do not want to do this. Like mid-semester, I dropped that shit. I switched out. How much can you best print? Like 405. 405. I'm like, 405 probably. Somewhere in there. Daddy! 405 probably.
A Drive Kyle 389 donated $5.
It used
How
to
much
be more
can
than
you
that.
bench press?
Rotator cuff strain, so I can't really get a video of it. No, I swear I can bench 405. I swear. You know what the best part about this being online is? Prove to me I can't. Prove to me. Now, the most I benched, I didn't really flat bench. In my prime high school football, I was like 245, 250. In my prime. I still vividly remember this. Because like in high school, I was like a decent high school football player. Like I was good for like high school standards. But in the grand scheme of things, I wasn't very good. And it's always like, I think it's weird in high school because like you go against some kids that are like ranked really high and you're like, oh, that kid's not that good or whatever. And you think you're better than you are. And I'll never forget my junior year. My junior year, there was this kid that was like, the coaches had brought up and they were like, yeah, like this kid's gonna be something, whatever. He's probably gonna start both ways as a freshman. And I was like, okay, like, sure. And he's kind of like a baby face guy. He's like Samoan kid. And the coaches were like, yeah, we think he's pretty good, whatever. I was like, okay, yeah, right. Like, sure, he's that good. Like, this is some baby Gronk situation. And the kid, we go to the weight room. And we were doing some like bench press for like 10 reps or something. And I remember watching the kid put on like 225. And again, this is like a 14-year-old freshman in summer workout. So an 8th grader, baby-faced. I'm like, this kid's gonna kill himself. So I'm getting ready to like, jump in. Kid just like disrespects it. Like, Dude was benching 405 by the time he was a sophomore in high school. He was a freak. I saw a video of him the other day going like 30 plus reps, 225 with like ease. And it was like, that was the moment I was like, yeah, that's what a Division 1 lineman looks like. That is what a Division 1 offensive lineman looks like.
That's not the magician.
He's a chatter? No, I don't think so. What's up, lovely? Oh, Daddy! He wasn't that heavy. He put on a lot of weight. I mean, he was just like, there was like, and like he worked really hard and stuff. Like, I think it's like anything, bro. It's like chess. It's like, yeah, the kid worked really hard and was like, super nice guy too. But like, he was just like born to play football, bro. Some people are just born to play football. Some people are born to play chess. Yeah, dude. Just looked up his Instagram. He's benching 500 right now. Dude, and he has a broken leg. Jesus Christ. What percentage of the population can bench 500 pounds? It's, you know what, though? You know what, though? It's a greater portion of the population than that's beaten a Wizlocke. That means I'm one of the greatest athletes of all time. That is what that means by the transversive property. 3%. It's probably rarer than like roughly 0.5% can bench 225. Yeah, but like what amount of that is like in the age range of like 20 to 40 and whatever, you know? I feel like that's a misleading number. What's up, Ainsley? The average man cannot bench 2 plates. No shot. You pick an average 20 to 40-year-old off the street, they are not benching 2 plates. $225 is well above average. People die when they are killed. This says a lot about society. Okay, why am I kind of low? Should probably actually start putting bits. Do I not have game sound? I do. See ya, Doge.
After defeating the bug, you see there's someone in the shadows. A student from Wizard City, tied up.
Dude, I keep getting these boots. My second pair of these boots, and they're fucking sick. They're just not... They're only balance. What the fuck? Why is there a balanced boots that give 18 damage? Accuracy, more pip chance, and what the fuck are these boots? Do they have those for death? If you fizzled, you probably would have died. Nah. Nah. Power of friendship, I would have lived. I think it would have been hard for them to get 1200 damage there, even with the plus 40% trap. What do you have, 6 pips? I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't think so. I guess we'll never know. How much focus do you put in your pets? Like for the Wizlocke or for should you in general? In like a casual playthrough setting, they're like for your first 60 levels, you're by far your most important piece of gear. They're definitely worth doing. For a Wizlocke, I'm like really limited in how much pet training I can do. So like not nearly as much as I would have otherwise. 4,000 people? That's crazy. Crazy numbers. Blade tech. What percent of the US population has seen your feet? Probably a lot. Because you would never know. How would you know they were mine? Even if you saw them randomly on the internet, you'd have no idea. You'd never know. That's the beauty of it. You can tell by the fungus. Why is it like something that you all want my feet to have fungus? Why is that something you read into me? I do love a white monster. That I do love. Some people have very identifiable feet. Yeah, but like not to the degree of like, you know, they like you wouldn't be able to like maybe if you'd seen them before, maybe if you had seen my feet attached to me. But I don't think I have the foot profile where you would see them and be like, those are his feet. Right? Unless you're some kind of like foot psychic. Which I wouldn't put past Chad, honestly. Even OG Monster is better and it's dog shit. I've never had Sugar Monster. I've never had a full Sugar Monster, so I guess I've never had Original Monster. The Zero Sugar Original Monster, like the just normal Monster flavor Zero Sugar, is unedible. It is the worst thing I've ever drank in my entire life, which is really saying something. This shit is terrible. Uneditable college student. Post your SAT score. Post your SAT score. Post your SAT score. Do it now. Do it now or you're banned. Let's go ban for ban right now. Ban for ban right now. I don't think I've ever... I've probably had the purple monster at some point, maybe. I don't know.
With a groan, the doors open, leading into a yawning darkness. This tomb must date back to when Baobab was young.
Alright. This is the fight that has the really stupid quad fight. We have to be careful of. Not yet, but it's in this dungeon. Top 5 interactions in my life. Soccer player wasn't allowed to play because of grades, and he told me he was academically illegible. That was like all the time in high school. It was a big problem at my school, at least, where it was like, it was only like it was only based on like where you were at the end of the grading period or whatever. Like, the first grading period happened right before we went to playoffs. Like, we had a lot of kids that couldn't play in the fucking playoff game because they were failing. It was like you had, if you were below a certain GPA or you were failing one or more classes or something. Illegible. Same vibe. I think it's lame if it's like the words look alike and they mean similar things. Like, you don't have to use the right there. Everyone knows what you're talking about. Like, it's just a waste of time to like stress about it. Think about how much time in life you would save if you just fucking used whatever words you wanted to. And it doesn't matter. Because everyone knows what you're talking about anyways. They're completely different words. Illegible means you can't read it. Ineligible means you are unable to. They're the fucking same vibe. You should be able to understand. What if he was right? He failed his classes because the teacher wasn't able to read his handwriting. Absolutely insane cope. No. I'm right, you're wrong. No, poo-poo. I'm half listening. You know what? Here's the thing, bro. I bet you every fucking your, if you've ever watched one of my videos, every your on the script sheet was probably spelled wrong. Every single one. I probably intentionally fucking flipped them around. And you didn't even know. You had no fucking idea. I probably used the wrong there. I probably used THERE for every there. And you had no idea. Because it doesn't fucking matter. It's make-believe. It pisses you the fuck off because you're a fucking, you gotta, you're too in the system. You're entrenched in the system. Rethink. Wake up, sheeple. Swim against the swarm.
My fearsome arachnid servant servants. Destroy this interloper.
I don't care if you want to be grammatically correct. It's more, I also get it in like an academic setting, sure. If I am texting you and you correct my grammar, you are objectively a terrible person and I fucking hate you and I wish you have no success in life. It just doesn't matter. I don't understand why you think it matters. I don't understand. Give me one reason why it matters. I don't think grammar matters. We made up all the rules anyways. They mean the same fucking thing.
You defeated my minions, but you are too late.
It's all made up anyways. None of it matters. If you understand what I meant by what I texted you, how would the universe shift with you correcting me? Besides the fact that I now hate you and you're my mortal enemy. What good have you brought to the world? Nothing. You've just wasted everyone's time. It's not Kevin from The Office. If I have the wrong your, it doesn't matter. You know what I meant to do. It could confuse new English speakers or translation softwares. I mean, I've spoken English my whole life and I still can't get it right. So maybe what if we just went universal your? That's a better idea. We pick one of them and you use it for fucking everything. We do that with other words. Why don't we just go universal your? Problem solved. Universal yours. I'm also getting rid of contractions. You know what? The apostrophe, get rid of him. He's cut. I want him gone. I'm banning... You know what? I just got an inspiration. I am banning all the other yours from chat. We're going universal your. This is my best idea yet. Wait, how do I do this? I haven't banned a word in a while. Commands times. But I might not remember how to do this. Chat. How to ban word from chat? What? Bro, how did I ban Chief Keef all those moons ago? Savannah Spike. Dude, Cloudbot has been off for so long. Alright, he's back. How did I do this? Oh, word protection. How did I do this? Oh! Your I could time you out? Alright. If you use the other you're timed out for 60 seconds. I'm also gonna take the other theirs. I don't see how this could go wrong. No, I want this to be a punishment. I want you to be timed out for 100 seconds. They is also banned. Alright, someone try it. Someone try to write UR. Let's see if Sean gets killed. I don't think it's working. I fear it isn't working. Oh, you know why it might not be working? Is CloudBot still modded? Look at no. Still modded. Maybe because I don't know why it's not working. Oh, because it's not active. Why can't I activate you? Wait, try again. Okay, now we're just making up words. Okay, it's still not working. It's working? Wait, actually? Oh, it's working! Wait, why does it only work some of the time? No, it's working. It just takes a while to track people down.
What you say? Run to the king's court and dislodge the evil spirit leeching life from the baobab tree at Shakazibu.
It'll hunt you down. You might get past the filter once or twice. I don't like your chance on the third time. Oh, this is great. Dude, honestly, it only helps my point if you just spell it wrong. I don't care. I hope you spell your wrong for the rest of the time. It gives my point that none of it fucking matters in the first place.
Prepare to have your staff splintered by Shakazibu, the greatest.
I hope you all use Y-O-R-E. I'd be here for it. What point that it doesn't matter, because as long as you can understand, you don't need grammar. As long as we can understand each other, it doesn't fucking matter. I don't, dude, again, using the non-contracted version still doesn't, you're actually just not, like, you're not besting me in the academic mind of ideas. I hate you. I'm gonna get rid of all the contractions. This is awesome. My best stream yet. Actually, think of all the time we'll save. Vodka soda? This is cold coffee. There's no alcohol in this. This is cold coffee.
Use the quagga blade to strike the evil vine strangling the baobab tree. For savings.
My point is that once you guys stop baby raging, chat will progress as normal. We only need one you're in there. We all know what you mean. It doesn't change anything. Yeah, I guess this is espresso mixer. The kookaburra sits on the old plum tree. Yeah, they killed Alec. They slimed him out again. They slimed his ass out once again. Truly tragic. Safe. It's her it's. Now that's an idea.
To the Elephant Nation?
The fuck? Why the fuck do I get this?
You never heard the
Does this
Zafaria?
give me the card? This was one of the ones that gives you the card? Okay, we need to go buy another starfish. We need one more starfish. This one's the one, I have a feeling. I should put all the failures in here. I have an army of them by the time I get the one I fucking want. They are quite unsettling. I am quite terrified. I think it'll be funny to have a dorm room full of them. Did you know that your stream is chat stream and they're cooler than you? Okay, fuck it, Freddy. Do you think a Five Nights at Freddy's drinking stream would be funny? Do you think that would be funny? Oh, a biting star can do it? Yes, a biting. Yes. Okay, Twitch said they're now also banned. No, yeah, it would be a drinking stream. I think it'd be fun to play like the original trilogy or something. Do the games ever get like more like actually fun? Like, is Five Nights at Freddy's 3 actually a good game? Wasn't I supposed to go do something? Do you guys think I could do waterworks right now? Or does the squid just kind of fuck on me? Be honest. Do you think I could beat waterworks right now? I feel like it's definitely easier than Mirror Lake. To be honest, you can beat Waterworks, you cute. Alright, let's go do Waterworks. Executive decision. Repo. What are the 3 best FNAF games? What is... I don't even know what Repo is. Is it like a repo game? Am I like a truck driver? Who was the guy on TikTok who used to repo people's cars and then hit the fucking Fortnite default dance on them? You guys know what I'm talking about? 146. See, this is my thing, is like, I don't think buy and buy are the same thing as there and there. I think there and there have like... I think no and now are closer. I would ban no and now before I ban buy and buy. Even though they're pronounced differently, they pretty much mean the same thing. They mean, like, they're pretty much the same thing. Who are you supposed to talk to? What about flour and flour? Okay, if you use F-O-U-R-O-U-R, I don't even think that's a real word. I'm pretty sure break and break we could do without. we could really fuck up chat. I think the problem becomes, at a certain point, it's like, I feel like you can use either break. So if I ban one of them, it's like a problem. Because someone could just be using it, they could be using it the reverse wrong way, right? Whereas there, I think we reduce it down to 1 there. I think that makes the most sense. Night and night? Nah. You should, I mean, if you're educated, you should be able to tell the difference between night and night, I think. Like yours are, yeah. Yeah, yes, yeah, and yeah. Okay, but those are different. Because sometimes I'm feeling like I'm like a yeah. Or like a yeah, you know?
Next stop, Crab Alley.
What is repo?
Welcome.
I don't. What kind of game is it? Wait, what treasure cards? Oh, I'm gonna need treasure cards for this though. I need fucking treasure
The
cards.
access tower has been broken into, and
Is the bazaar guy back?
You should tell Herman what you found.
I'm definitely gonna need shit for the squid guy. Alright, we're not doing that. Oh well. I would have done it, but if I can't get, like, blades and shit, I'm not gonna work. How is Repo different than Lethal Company? I genuinely want to understand why you think this way. I just don't think it's important. I mean, like, there is the base there, right? Like, you think THERE, and then you change it based off of that. So, like, we just cut out a step. We're just saving time. At my girlfriend's house watching Xerath on the TV in her room. Bro, do you know that YouTube says 40% of my live stream viewers watch me on television? There's no fucking way. Who watches me on the television? Which one of you has me on a television? Are some of you fucking chatting with a remote right now? What the fuck? That's crazy. How are you chatting if you have me on a TV? Bro, that's why so many people are lurkers, because they're watching me on a fucking TV. You chat with your Neuralink? Fuck. I've been mogged once again. Bro, I will die on this hill. We only need one there in your... I've yet to see one good argument why it matters. I have yet been given one good argument. I'm lurking because I don't want to talk to you.
Sure, take it back to Captain Hannibal.
You know, streamers can feel things. I don't deserve a good argument. See, you are the seething cauldron. I am just right once again. You have been dominated in the marketplace of ideas, and you don't even know how to act. I've thoroughly dismantled you in open discourse. You've already resorted to material insults, proving I have won. Another victory for the OG. Taking down the sweats.
You scan the shelf of books and select one called Do-It-Yourself Steamship Repair.
This is the worst part of the entire game. What are we doing?
Looks like we're ready to
Did I equip my new pet? I
hop on the Zafaria
did.
Queen. Next stop, Stonetown.
I'm back from gooning. Kind of a short session. Is everything okay?
A letter for the Elephant Queen. Take it to the Darjani
Everything okay?
Palace. Tell the guard you're an envoy from Zamunda.
No.
State your...
Gotcha.
No. I don't know why I asked. I don't care. I don't know why I pretended like I cared. How long do you think it's gonna take them to fix the bazaar? My music died? No! A year. He's never coming back. It kind of does fuck this challenge. Like, how am I gonna beat Wizlocke? I'm gonna have to do some stupid ass strat to beat Wizlocke now, because I'm not gonna be able to get death bats. What's your political opinion on grapes? Don't get me started. Don't get me fucking started. The problem with Fire Elf TC is I can fizzle. And it's not one pip. It actually has quite a few problems. Ideally, you would get something that's 100% accuracy, and I mean, poison's problematic because it's too many pips. Oh my god, what are we fucking doing? Give me the card. What is poison? Poison's like 4 pips? Isn't poison 5? Poison's 4. I mean, I guess you could just poison over and over and over again. Probably kills, too. Ideally, I would, like, 1-pip bats over time into Crow. I think that's kind of what you have to go for, still. I'd probably just turn on Fire Mastery, go for an Elf. What would my accuracy be? 75%? No base accuracy? I could smash the jewels I got and put fire ones in. Oh, wait, I can't, because there's no Bazaar! I have training points, but I don't really want to go waste them on fucking Fire Elf. It doesn't seem smart, long term.
You are the end.
But do you think it would be smart to use them, to waste them here? No, I'm gonna try to YOLO Wizlocke. I think it'll be more interesting. He's kind of a pushover if you use meta strats, so it'll be more fun. Hello, sir. I mean, we're gonna have to do Wizlocke's at the end of this area. This is the part of Zafaria where, like, in between every single boss fight, there's, like, 700 defeat and collect quests, and you have to go talk to the Elephant Queen, like, 100 times.
Want to see the wizard? Not without a royal order, you don't. Go
Yeah, this
tell
shit's
Ozzy the
ridiculous.
zoo he's closed. Ow!
I mean, the actual number of quests isn't nerfed. The, like, defeat and collect quest totals are nerfed, and the health is nerfed. I mean, I guess it depends, like, what TCs do I normally need for Mirror Lake? It's just set shields, right? I don't think Mirror Lake has any weird TCs. Set shield? Other shit, like, I think we're chilling.
Well done.
I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself And tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself. Tomorrow came. I honestly think I would be better if I was on drugs. I think I would be a better gamer. It's not that I don't believe in grammar. I acknowledge the fact that it's real. It just doesn't fucking matter. You're straw manning my super solid argument, and I don't really appreciate it. I think you're intimidated by the strength of my argument, so you're trying to weaken it by pretending to fail to interpret it. Where the fuck are my crows? I would never partake in the devil's lettuce. Did they teleport away my crows? What the fuck are we doing? What's the Nuzlocke rules? If you type !point rules, they come up. You hate me because I'm right. If I was wrong, you wouldn't care. Just the fact you have to grapple with the fact that my points are valid and correct. On YouTube, you have to go in the description. YouTube doesn't have commands. Just like wasn't trolling. I fully in my heart of hearts believe this. On Ja Morant. Is 7 meant to say no gardening or no fishing? I mean, it says gardening and fishing no. But yeah, you're not allowed to garden or fish. None of those. Fishing isn't that broken. Gardening can be kind of busted. Gardening gets busted when paired with pets. Initially, this challenge was more about, like, managing gold. Until we found out that's stupid and really easy to get around. What gear is that? Winter Tusk crafted. Yeah, the rules have been like cut and moved around so much they kind of are fucked up. Well, 14 was no Chief Keef. But it got audited. It got removed. I'm like Cyclops from the X-Men. No, you have to only one form of air. It's like that scene in Star Wars where Luke like uses the Force. I'm doing that to play Wiz. I like Kyle. Kyle's actually probably my favorite Jedi. Should I even get into Wiz? I'm gonna be a Myth 1 trick. I mean, like, you kind of one trick. Kind of how the game work. Myth is fine now. God, I fucking discard glitched. Bro, why is my discarding? Dude, I don't know when this, like, discard jumping around started happening, but it happens. It's like, I feel like it's increasingly happening more and more. I don't know if I'm just unk and it's my fault or what, but it's probably not it, because I wouldn't do that. Probably everyone else's fault and not mine. Oh, Daddy!
Ed Bruce F donated $2. Free my boy Elric, he ain't do nothing.
Free my boy Elric.
Queen is proven she is weak and surrounded by fools. We will not follow someone we do not respect.
I think it'll be interesting to see what they do about it. I could see a world where Kingsow, being the great, super awesome company they are, decide to just fucking keep the Bazaar down until they figure out the dupe glitch and to patch it, which could take years. The Bazaar just might never come back. You should just make your deck smaller so you don't need to discard as much. See, like, this has been one of those things where it's like, if I was playing every fight super optimally, it would be smarter to do. The problem is, like, then when you get into a game where you're like, or get into the game of, like, switching decks in these challenges, I inevitably end up going into a fight with the wrong deck equipped. And it's just like, nah. There's also, like, weird shit where it's like, it doesn't really work unless you want to look up every minion's card pool. Because then randomly something will have a shield, and it'll shield stack you, and you're fucked. Like, it's definitely slower and less consistent to do it this way, but it's like, it's harder to wipe to, like, random street mobs. What college you go to? It's a really small school. It's called Harvard. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's like this pretty small school. It's called Harvard. Why are you alive? Yeah. I actually just picked up my, what's the name of that? My Pearson Spectre, return offer. Did they fire Bill Belichick?
The Musuth Berserker you defeat drops a curious-looking headdress. The
Bill
gem
Belichick.
seems to have some potent spell.
Fires ass? Oh, new basketball coach? Wait, what? Fired Juicy, or is it a basketball coach? Huh? I don't know, bro. Basketball? I honestly know nothing about college basketball. I know less than nothing. I know absolutely nothing. Who should be NBA MVP this year? Bronny James. Bronny James. Honestly, like, I'm at the point where, like, all I care about in the NBA is, like, the best storyline. And I really want the Lakers to win. I want LeBron to, like, fucking time travel back in time and clutch up. Ronnie is a Nepo baby? Yep, so is, like, the majority of the world. So is the majority of the world. So this, yeah, you can, but treasure cards, if you discard, you can draw. They're like in a separate deck. Shock-a-lock, if you're someone like me who's done hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of silver chests or challenges, you know Shock-a-lock's the only right answer. The average Shock-a-lock game is probably half the average Catcher Key game. Shock-a-lock is so much better. Is just wrong. I should probably change it. I'm confused about shadow pips. Does the number of cards on your deck matter for getting a shadow pip? I don't think so. I don't honestly, they've changed it so many times. You should have like a shad rating, and that's the only thing that matters. But I haven't played since they changed shadow spells, so I honestly don't know. Number of card affects your arch mastery rating in PvP. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Ah, fuck. Sure. I guess.
Let us examine.
I feel like I wasn't. After they rebalanced all the 7-pip AoEs and nerfed all the Darkmoor Shad spells into Oblivion, where like it never made sense for like any school to carry Shads, because at best they were like marginally better and way more inconsistent. I just stopped using them. I feel like it's like just the logical response. Bro, all you ever need to know about this game is Blade, 7-pip AoE. Bro, like, what, I don't even know, like, the school identity argument is so stupid. If people actually wanted them to bring school identity back into this game, they would have to murk 7-pip AoEs, and everyone would complain. Can you imagine the fucking crash out of people if not every school got a 7-pip AoE? Yo, King Willard with the Prime. Appreciate it. Dude, the thing is, if you... Yeah, but like... it's so like to actually introduce school identity to this game, you'd have to change so much about it, and like I don't think people understand that. Like if you didn't change completely revamp the way gear works and only Storm and Fire got 7-pip AoEs, like that's the only schools worth playing in a PvE setting, at least. Like, I think the game is just not built. It's also just not a game that's built with enough, like, depth of gear and, like, the way the gameplay actually works to support it. Like, you would need something like a speed stat, at the very least. You would also just, like, you would have to change fundamentally, like, everything about the game.
You still can't get past us on the river. Not.
It also would just become like if you wanted Myth to actually use minions, You would either have to make minions like to just plug into like the current meta. Like you would have to make minions so good it would be like I don't know. I guess if you let Myth control minions. The problem is if you go about it where like you don't want people to complain, so you just buff every class, then like every class becomes hella the game's already too easy anyways. It's like what do you do? I mean, I also do think there's the reality of, like, PvP and PvE are so different. I don't know. They could come with the what? Will cast minions could be interesting. But then for them to be like... My thing with minions has always been like, they're too stupid. I honestly think a minion with a way worse card pool that's way weaker, but I get to pick the spells, would be so much more helpful. Like in boss fights, I could actually see summoning a minion even if it only had like 25% buffs or something. Like if only it could 25% blade me and like just stack buffs, or like maybe hit like weekly, it might be worth it or something, as long as I could control it. I think the other problem with this game is that like it scales so weirdly when you play with multiple people. How are we alive? Why are we alive? Like if you have 4 people in a fight, the game is so much easier. Like they don't like, except for like, I don't know. It's an MMORPG though, lol. I just like, I feel like again, if you want to get into like the conversation of like school identity and shit, you would have to build it around this game only being played in team settings, which I don't think is realistic. Yo, Cap and Cal with the tier 1, appreciate it. Like, soloing the game isn't very difficult. If you team up for like the big stuff, like soloing some of the big stuff's hard. If you solo every second arc's final dungeon, it's pretty difficult. I think you could, like, there's definitely, with, like, the fundamentals of Wiz, you could make, like, a more intellectual, school identity-focused team game. I don't think that's what Wiz is, or is going for. And you would have to change the game so much, it would be, like, it would just be a different game. I think you could make Wiz 102, and then I think there's a lot of really cool ideas you could incorporate that to make it, like, a team-based thing. I've always said, like, I think there should be a speed stat based on what school you are, and there should be a hierarchy with that. Would be really interesting. Because if Storm always goes first, you can make it like the true glass cannon that has way worse health and shit, but they get the advantage of going first and doing a lot of damage. Right? And then Death, you could like balance drains in PvE as being broken as fuck if they're like really slow and not that strong. And then you could buff the shit out of Ice, but make them always go, you know? And I think there's so much other stuff where there, and it's also like, maybe only Storm and Fire get AoEs, because they're like supposed to be the hitters, right? Yeah, it would be interesting. I also think it could be interesting to like, yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be really interesting to build a Wiz game like that. And then, like, find a way, like, maybe Balance is the only school that can, like, do anything universal. I almost think Balance should have Feint. Would be a lot smarter. And then make Balance do, like, no damage. And then Life would be the only school that could heal. That would make the game a drag. But then I would get rid of fights like this. If I could make my hypothetical dream game, it would have absolutely no fights like this. It would be all, like, challenging boss fights. With, like, problem-solving shit. And maybe, like, I don't know. It would be a completely different game. But I think it'd be really interesting. I think a Wiz roguelike would be really interesting and cool. It just doesn't make sense to me why paint is a death spell. It just doesn't really make sense. Probably shouldn't be death. I then also think training points don't really make sense. If you really want to bring back school identity, I don't think you have training points. Paint needs more of a penalty. But, like, in the way the game's played now, I don't think it does. Dude, Wiz, even at its, like... I guess even at its, like, prime. Like, I think a lot of people would call, like, the school identity prime of Wiz, like, Darkmoor release. Was, like, even then, it was just Blade the Storm. Like, it's never been an intellectual game. You gotta know the cheats for stuff. It's not like a, like... School Identity Prime was Arc 1. That was just because no one knew how to play the fucking game. A hot take? Even then, the meta still, if you were to go back to 2008 and play through this game, the meta would be to spam Blade of Storm. If you were playing in a team setting. And if you weren't playing in a team setting, it was, if you had an AoE, it was to Blade into your AoE. And if you were like, the only schools that didn't were Death and Life. And Death, it was like, that's when it made more sense too, that Death had drains. Like, Wraith was so much better balanced when Death didn't have an AoE. Because, like, yeah, it was kind of overpowered, but they could only single target. That's why it works. That's why the Wizlocke's fucking such a good initial challenge. Because, like, that naturally balances Death and Life so well. Where, like, they're still the best, but, like, they're balanced by not having AoEs. You have to go, you know, it's interesting. Have you ever played D&D or another tabletop-based game? No, I've never played D&D. I do think the Wizlocke is, like, not even surprisingly, like, very good objectively at actually having some school identity. Like, every school has to play pretty differently. But even then, like, once you get through Marleybone, like, the game eventually retracts into, like, blading into AoEs. Like, eventually on a death, you just stack crows. It's also like, if you really metagame the Wizlocke, you should just cosplay as a death. Wiz has so much potential as a game, and it's so depressing it will never reach even an ounce of it. I just don't think that's really true. I think Wiz is designed as a more like, yeah, you could make it into, like, a super competitive tryhard deck builder. But, like, I don't think that's what most people are looking for when they play this game. The average person who plays this game has a great time having a show or talking to friends or, like, something else to distract them and just mindlessly questing. Like, objectively, this is why this is something I say a lot, is, like, there's stuff that I wish this game would work and it would be better for content, but it would be a worse game. There's a lot of shit with the Wizlocke, too. That, like, objectively, I wish the Empower change never happened. But for the average person, the Empower change is probably good. So, like, I want different things, bro. Nobody's ever happy. I just think, like, a lot of people who say they wish there was more school identity in this game would baby rage if they got rid of certain AoEs. Which, like, I'm one of them. That's me. I'm talking about myself. Forgot about this game, and it's my hyper. Dude, that is the most natural life cycle of Wiz too. I think that's part of it. Like, I feel like Wiz is a game that is best enjoyed when you forget it exists for years at a time, and then you come back to it, grind the ever-living shit out of it for like a month to the point where like you buy. This is how I used to always do it. Is I would forget the game exists for a year or like a couple months, whatever. Wait for there to be like 1 or 2 new worlds or like a bunch of new content. Remember the game exists. Fucking buy a 1-month membership. Proceed to play an unhealthy amount of time trying to maximize my membership. Until by the time my membership expired, I was so sick of the game I couldn't even look at it. Forget about it for another year and then come back. But like I think it's even different than the 2-week Minecraft phase. Because it's like there's the time pressure of Wiz. And there's such a like more like you can progress so fast. Wiz has the added benefit of like the dopamine max of like number goes up, I feel better about myself. Wait, so the Bazaar, oh, dude, we could be cooked here. Do I even try to do this? Yeah, dude, like the game's slow, but like I don't think it's a problem. I don't think it's a problem slow. Yeah, I'm about to go try to do Belloc. The problem is usually in this fight you have to use Deathbat TCs, but I don't have those, and the Bazaar is broken, so we might have to game. I might have to cook up a funny strategy. Archivist has TC? I don't have death. The Archivist only has 6 pips. I'm better off going to... what this guy's name is. I mean, Fire Elf and Fire Mastery could still go very wrong. Just because, I don't have perfect accuracy, so I could definitely still fizzle and then hate my life. This could be the result that happens. Picking up the pieces of my life. I mean, I don't think Poison's a good strat. It's too many pips. Part of the good thing about a Fire Elf is it's only going to be 1 power pip. I could go train it and buy an accuracy enchant. Which is like kind of a good workaround, maybe. Even then, I think that's kind of dumb. You know what I think we do? I think we buy Fire Elf and we don't fizzle. Because gamers don't fizzle. I think that's our strat. Flip this over to Fire. Gamers don't fizzle? Wait, how does... but then I need to Arch Mastery it. Could just game, though. I mean, even... Do I have any infals or anything? Don't. I mean, we're kind of gonna have to Gamba, I think. Well, you know what I could do, though? I could bring poisons. I think I bring poisons, actually. I think you're right. Because if I can, get some wand hits round 1, we'd be chilling. I need to slim this deck. I don't want any traps or anything. I think this is smarter. And then bring this. Don't bring these. Because if I can pull a wand hit to keep him off me, AO, I think poison's a better play. Honestly, we'll see what fucking happens. I'll just game really hard. It'll be fine. Talking to a female from the bar and she knew what Wiz was. I think if anyone tried to come up to me to talk about Wiz in real life, I would run. I think I would flee. It would activate my fight or flight. Then again, I do, every time I go out to the bars, I always wear a shirt that says, ask me about the Wizlocke. That's actually what I always wear. Yeah. I'll game really hard. I have it on fire, right? Okay. Hold on. I need some hype-ass music. Oh, we pulled a wand hitty. Get rid of this. I have 2 of those. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Alright, wand hit. Bazinga. Is this playing? Fuck it, duck shuffling. For the gamble. How loud is this? Oh, it's really loud. Alright, we're gonna get pip dumped round 1, that's fine. So, this is where the predicament schmickum happens. See, I could do this, and then I only have a 5% chance to fizzle. But then I'm not going to be able to crow for a while. But then I could also just buff into a crow. I think this is smarter, low-key. If I would have fizzled that, that would have really sucked. Actually, it wouldn't have even sucked because I could have just crowed. I could have just probably bladed there and crowed. I'd rather Belloc just not cheap though. The good news about this fight is neither him or his minion like do damage like that because they're not really like that. So it's like I don't have to worry about that. Now we pull this. So now we just double blade crow and we kind of just win. Yeah, but then you run into like you could fizzle the crow and you're fucked. Poison's like a little bit safer of a play. Definitely a little bit safer of a play. So now this comes up. I don't really care what they're doing. I mean, he does no damage. Average balance boss. Do this. We definitely crow next, because I think we just kill. And even if we don't, we could elf follow up. I have a 5% base chance to fizzle. A Despo. Remember who you are, white boy, WIZARD101. I don't really like the connotation of that. I'm not a fan of the connotation of that sentence. Yeah, I think this is GG. Yeah, fucking... Dude, he's a fraud! I'm telling you, Belloc's always been a fraud. I don't even need the Bazaar to beat him. He's a fucking fraud. He's always been a fraud. Hardest second, one of the hardest fights in the game, my fucking ass. Always been a fraud. No way I'm only your 5th favorite white person. No shot. The rules are all in the description. No shot, bro. I gotta be higher than that. Do you know that I wear a Danny Woodhead jersey sometimes? I'm unliterate and I'm proud. I'm unliterate and I'm proud.
These black tusk cultists don't seem
Any
very
more of
pleased
this
to see
bullshit. All these. Oh, this deck's fucked. It doesn't matter for this fight. Not like it matters for this fight. Of all the white people I know, you're my least favorite. I feel like that's a little bit dramatic and not true. I feel like you're telling a little bit of a fib here. Could have been a rock star. My face came off. Fuck. Fuck. Type shit. I have not seen the new Super Mario Galaxy movie. I want to go watch it though. What's up, Oyster? Think about playing this game. Is it hard to get into? Is it very complicated? It is like so simple. Like, there is shit, like, it is an MMO, so, like, there is stuff where it's, like, you have to learn where to farm for certain things and do that, but, like, most of that's, like, not that hard. The actual core gameplay loop of this game is so easy to pick up. It's like Pokemon, where it's just, like, if you can do, like, math, you'll be chilling. If you can do, like, elementary level math, you'll be fine. And even then, even if you can't do elementary math, you can probably still just context clue your way through it. It's so late to get into this game? I don't really think so. I mean, I do think there's a lot of game you have to play through, but even if you don't play through it all, like, you can still have fun. I still think the first arc's the most... Your first time playing through the first arc will be, like, you know, the most fun you have. I actually think it's, like, not like other MMOs at all. Like, I don't think the endgame's nearly as important as just playing through the main story. If you're enjoying, like, the major enjoyment you will get out of this game is questing through it for the first couple times, so... Like... Bro, here's also my take on Wiz in general. This is my take on life in general. It's like, I started making videos on this game when it was, like, genuinely at its worst state it's been in fucking 2 decades. Of, you know, not quite 2 decades yet, but, like, you know, I was playing this game in its worst state. It's definitely had a bit of a resurgence. Like, I think the console launch, it's definitely more popular now than it's been in the past 5 years. And it's like, I'd play it even if it was at its worst state again. Like, at the end of the day, bro, it's like, if you have fun playing it. And I think, like, as a new player, if it looks interesting, you could definitely pick it up and have fun playing it. It's like RuneScape, bro. Don't let people tell you what you should, or, like, don't let the fucking player count of a game determine if you're enjoying it. You telling me you don't get all your enjoyment couch potato farming and hatching for specific niche talents? No. But I think it's like, I think with, like, couch potatoes, it's like, the enjoyment's the journey. It's like shiny hunting. Like, once you have your 69 plot, it's sick. You know? RuneScape up next. RuneScape to me was just always hard because, like, I already have one MMO that I enjoy grinding, you know, and I spend a lot of time for videos mindlessly grinding stuff. So it's like picking up another one would be hard. Already got this niche filled in my life. But maybe one day. Where the fuck is this mark? Bruh. The early game grind of RuneScape sucks. It's also like, I don't know, I feel like Wiz is like really not, it's so different from like a RuneScape. Where it's grindy and repetitive, but in the way of like progressing through a story, which I like. I feel like if Wiz was just about like leveling my magic power, it wouldn't hit my dopamine receptors as well. He was number 1. I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. Wiz Grind's fun. Wiz is one of those games where, like, if you haven't played it in a while, you'll pick it up and you'll get addicted for, like, a month. And then you'll get so sick of it, you never want to play it again. And then the cycle just repeats. You'll forget it exists. Then you'll remember it exists. You'll only remember the good memories you had with it, and you'll play it again. I don't like the 4th arc story. I didn't read it. How can I like something I didn't read? Riddle me this, Batman. Dude, should we do a master stream? That would be fun as fuck. That would be fun as fuck. You know what would be a fun video idea? Is like I play Wii Sports Golf, whatever. We have some drinking rule that's with it. And then like I try to shoot my best 18 and then see if I beat the Masters. And then if I wouldn't have shot well enough to beat the Masters, there's some form of like punishment I have to do. Like, I have to go spend 24 hours in the Chili's or something. On Purple app? What? Dude, 24 hours at fucking Chili's would not be fun. Don't smoke or vape. Don't do it. Is Chili's even a 24-hour restaurant? I mean, that's the challenge of it. That's the challenge of it. You gotta turn it into a 24-hour place. I would never touch the devil's lettuce.
password is Nance Ingonyama Bagithi Baba.
Nance Ingon.
Oh, we hit it. Let's go. Bang. That's actually huge. We low-key gotta start getting this boy's strength and power and shit up, though. Because we want that to be more than one.
Beautiful. Go, wizard.
I mean, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but, like, we knew that was gonna happen eventually.
Try not to get yourself killed.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful. We knew that shit was gonna happen. But it was only a matter of time. Okay, if you take off the transformation, for some reason you have to switch realms.
Spell works. You are able to walk.
I don't know why this works, but it works.
Without hesitation or harm.
I've played this game too fucking much. Pick it up. Pick it up. Here's the problem for this fight. Is like high key, low key, I can't get more crows. So whatever. We're just gonna gamble. Just crow and win, right? Or some second. Why not? What? Nothing ever changes. I got reshuffles in main. Normally I don't put reshuffles in main. But I did this run because I didn't have to train for feint, so I'd had hell that leftover training points. Ow. Ow. Alright, looks like we're crowing next. I don't think I kill all the black. I definitely don't. Unless I crit. We'll definitely heal to full, though. Crafted gear OP? Nah. Crafted gear is actually balanced way better in this arc than the last one. It'd be way better if I could farm waterworks and, like, dude, even just, like, the best would be if I could farm at Vastic gear. I could just farm unlimited at Vastic gear. Honestly, the bigger thing too would be pets. I think the biggest nerf from my first attempt at this, where it was way too easy, was banning pets. Pets are just so versatile. You can they can be fucking insane. They can kind of just auto win you certain fights. Waterworks is only good for glass cannon build though. objectively no. I mean, compared to at Vastic, the Waterworks Def set is literally just a pure... Okay, I need to draw well here. Let's not lose to a Double Fizzle, huh? Waterworks is just a strict upgrade of Winter Test Crafted. It is the same exact gear set, except it gives 10 extra resist. Damn, we killed them all. That's pretty sick. Nope, this guy lived. Fucking loser. Atavastic? Bro, honestly, I definitely have been pronouncing it wrong. I didn't even know it was a thing. I, like, didn't know the update happened until I was running this challenge. Who cares? Nobody farms that set. It's, like, the best level 60 gear in the game. I don't think it's worth farming. I don't think really any low-level gear is worth farming. Just because I think, like, time spent farming for it, you could just quest through the game. Like, I think farming for Waterworks is worth it, because you make up the time it takes you to get it. But, like, killing Mithra 45 times is going... You could just be in, like... You could just beat the second arc in that time. It just doesn't make sense to go for it. In that sense. I mean, it also just makes sense to, like... Like, if you're struggling playing through the game, that's when I would go farm gear. If you're, like, dying a lot. Because even if you die in, like, a handful of fights, it's worth it to go get gear. Because you'll make the time back. It's also, like, if you enjoy the farm. I think there are farms, like, Darkmoor is objectively a fun farm. I think the one redeeming quality of Aquila before they nerfed the gear into the absolute fucking ground was, like, it was kind of fun to farm. You never lose money gambling. You're stacking karmic debt. I mean, I think running Waterworks through, like, the 4th arc is kind of an extreme example. You can definitely not team up for 99% of the 4th arc using Darkmoor gear. If you have 50 resist and 130 damage, you will do just fine. Like, some of those solos might be kind of nightmares, but even then, if you can find a way to get a good amount of Pierce like that, I don't even think that really matters. As long as you can get the Pierce. Just, like, doesn't matter.
With the big bug out of the way, you should track down Rassic Pridefall and his ally, whoever that was. They can't...
Alright, that 4v1's done.
hide like some child in his mother's skirts. I will face you like a bull and let the spirits dictate who wins.
The other thing is, like, I would recommend, if I was playing through the game now, and I was trying to solo most of it and team up for, like, only the big stuff, and, like, not suffer through, like, the Wallaroo required solos, is, like, you can just find, like, a hodgepodge of gear. Like, maybe do Hall of Heroes till you get, like, 1 or 2 pieces of Merciless, and then that'll buff you enough to get through Novus, and then when you're a Novus, get, like, 1 or 2 pieces of, Aeon or whatever, and, like, I would just, like, that's kind of how I would do it. Is, like, some combination of, like, we all agree that the Wizard City sewer gear isn't worth it, at least? No, Dragoon has always sucked. I would agree with that. Dragoon is goated. Dragoon was just absolutely, like, the worst farm ever. The one redeeming quality of Dragoon is I did think it looked sick. But fucking killing that king, whatever the hell his name is, 1,000 gazillion times. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't even think it's worth it to get the boots. I would just rather use the Cabal boots. What if you have every school? So the thing about the way Dragoon worked is it's like it was like so fucking hard to get, even like for any school to get gear pieces to drop. You didn't even have to beat the Devourer. I think the only way to get a lot of the gear is to beat the Devourer. Like, it was all pity system, which was so dumb. Shit was so bad. Like, now it's like the pity system works so much better now. It was dumb from the fucking start. It was so many runs. Didn't you have to beat the Devourer, or was it just super rare? I think if you beat the Devourer, you were guaranteed a drop. But King Trashman only dropped the salts. If you wanted a piece of Dragoon gear drop, there was like an equivalent gear set, I think, that only dropped from the Devourer. I swear that's how it worked. Isn't this the one where you have to, like, heal or something? For him to take his shit off? Isn't that what we're doing here? I mean, I can't get Pierce TCs, so... Oh, I already have some. Sick. I know this guy's cheats, bro. I fought him a handful of times. Dude, I swear, what did Devourer drop? Didn't he drop, like... Okay, maybe I'm just dumb. I don't fucking know. That's possible. Wait, then why did people fight the Devourer? Did he give you hella crystals? It was just for the quest? don't know why I thought... Wait, but who dropped the, like, actual Dragoon stuff? Like, what even... I don't even remember the other bosses in that dungeon. There was the fucking, like, soldier dude. Hellspawn? But is that who I'm thinking about? This is the guy I was thinking about. Because isn't this guy... He was a gold skeleton key boss way back in the day, right? Didn't they drop him down to a stone key? I mean, nowadays, bro, getting the Alpha and Omega ring, you have a better chance of, like, a lot of different, like, Alpha and Omega ring now is, like, rare as fuck. Ah! Bro, if I was on console, I would go get the Alpha and Omega ring before it becomes extinct. You shield again? I fucking hate this game. Can I turn off the time op bot? No. That's gonna be a negative. Gonna be a no from me. Dude, do I not have, like, many feints in my deck? I have a feeling I don't. If you want it to not annihilate you, you just have to use the right Yorn there. Hey bro, take off your shirt. I think you're on the wrong website, man. Oof. Oof. Am I fighting the new Fortnite skin? I can't say I get that reference. I can't say I understand the joke. So annoying I fucking fizzled that. I have a feeling he's gonna live with like 2 health and probably heal. Unless I crit. No crit, probably lives. Oh, he has like 300 health. Story of my life. On. Watch him like back to back. Okay, never mind. Save Pips, screw the feint, wand tap to take the tower out, then double scarecrow. So he re-shields, and if you single target, he like fucking just straight up murders you. So that strategy not only would just like wouldn't work, it would hurt. You would get fucked. He replaces the tower if you want it, but it also fucking destroys this fight. I'm pretty sure actually. You might be able to single target. I might be thinking of a different fight. No, you can single target him.
My trunk.
I'm a little stupid.
Make it stop.
But he would just re-shield. Bro, what's up with me and getting exclusive balance gear? What is up with that? That's how I came in. Where the fuck are we going? Can I go out this way? How far into WIZARD101 can you make it with one hitting each enemy? You could beat the entire game.
It's down the street.
It would just be blade stack simulator through a lot of it. Especially like Dragon Spire would kind of suck. One Punch Man run? I mean, it'd be kind of fun, maybe. Just get real tedious real fast. Like, a level 30 has to blade up so much to one-shot Oni.
Always give you the student wizard in the zoological gardens. Just don't forget to feed and water him.
Fighting Khan? Genghis? Did I ever upgrade my crow? Did not. Did they make that upgrade cheaper? What the fuck? Wait, why do I have so much left over? Is it always... I don't think it's always been 50. They did? That's kind of cool. Is it because you can't refund now? Wait, so what happens if you pick the wrong path? What happens? Do you lose all your spell elements if you go to reset it? What do you, but like, so now is this account just permanently, like, if I wanted this other scarecrow, I could never do it? Oh, I see. You have to upgrade, so I could upgrade both paths and then switch it?
What's that?
But like, how do you know, do you like get to pick which one you want equipped? If you get both paths, you can put both paths in your deck. Oh. Interesting. I think this is a good update. One of the best.
Those gorillas look pretty rough and not very friendly.
Roger this.
Things I was never done a bad update. Make sure to use code Zaret in the crown shop. I don't think I'm gonna play Skyrim again. At least for a while. I might do more Bethesda games though. Yeah, Fallout 4 could be fun. I'm not even banned, bro. I'm not even restricted. Bro, chill. Chill. Sheesh. 420. Phase up. Dude, I need mana bad, bro. I need mana for real bad. Back for chat? Oh, bark for chat. No, I don't think so. Meow. 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 I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. No, I'm perfectly sane. What's up, Tristan? Wiz never grinds. No, never dies. It's eternal. You can't escape. It's got you now. You'll never quit. We all come back.
Your magic has made a monkey out of me.
I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
God must be Ogun Daggertooth. I've got one tusk.
Stream Modern Warfare 3 Survival.
I'll throw you and break you and tear your flesh with my teeth.
Dude, this deck has to get fixed. What is this deck? What am I pulling? I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. Let's see what this. I just got a notification my essay got graded. How fun. How would I even do an Alhozarad cosplay? I'd have to like age myself. What's up, Flutterbutters? I was hungry by myself, and tomorrow came. It's pronounced Alhazared. Alhazared. We don't need grammar. Think about how much time I have saved. Us all. By only having one there. Sure. Why did she just attach? Glazing is encouraged. Dude, it was like, this class has anonymous grading, and she just returned the wrong essay to me. Which is like, I'm not gonna take the time to write an email to her. I don't really care enough. But it's just my essay and then another essay that's been attached to the bottom of it. It's like, which grade do I get, you know? Which one is mine? I do read Twitch. Twitch has been a little bit goonerish though, so they've kind of been in prison lately.
Shows a quarry site. That looks promising.
Coco. You think Coco Smoke Sign is named after the Coco that like could talk with sign language? Or do you think it's a coinky dink?
Scout out the quarry. Pay close attention to the principles. I don't think you'll be able to get through without risking skin.
Evil magic swirl around the gate. You'll need a powerful ritual to get through there.
The Umbra Queen. I know a spell to get you in, but Ogan stole my wand and gave it to those vile Shadow Weavers. Can you get it back?
This is a Wizlocke. So it's deathless with a bunch of other self-imposed rules. You can help but follow. Kaboopy. Kaboopy. I was hungry by myself and tomorrow came. What is a loft house cookie? Jarvis define.
You got it back with my wand. I need a few of the hats that the gorilla spider witches wear, and some yellow Khrysalis petals from the jungle. Bring them back.
Sugary ones with frosting at Walmart. What are the like? What are those crumble cookies that some people hate? And that you'd always have them at like class parties at school. How are your skin flute sessions going? I should ban you. This shouldn't be something you are allowed to ask in my chat. You shouldn't be able to insinuate that I play the skin flute. Or especially that I'm taking lessons to get better at it. I mean, if I need lessons to know how, maybe I'm just helpless. I don't fucking know. What do I know? Era up? Helpless MF? What? Era on top? This is so toxic. Would I watch a Wiz TV show? I mean, if it was good. If it was good. What's my favorite color? You cannot protest fucking bad grammar and then spell favorite like that. You can't complain about me doing the things I'll be doing and then be spelling favorite like that. Probably blue. I stopped protesting. Dude, I think if anything, the way I've reconstructed grammar is less ableist. I actually think I'm a hero of equality. I think it's so much easier for, especially for fucking people who it's not their first language, to only have to worry about one your. If anything, you guys are the fucked up ones for fucking trying to stop my revolution of grammar. That makes it... Switch rooms. Fuck. No! If anything, I am a hero of equality, and you are all the bad people. Set in Yahoo. Remy the Kid, I do not know what ERA is. I'm just so real. I don't know what it is. What is it? If you make me Google this and it's something stupid, I'm gonna be really upset. This isn't a real thing. I don't know what this is. ERA Eternity? What the fuck is this? It's an esports team? That's what I thought he was talking about, was the baseball stat. W Ninja rise above the rage bait. I think the thing is, objectively, Ninja agrees with me. I think that fucking yours do not matter. Objectively, they're pointless. There's no why only you. Why not just have one your? What's up, Yellow? It's fine. You don't have to agree with me. I'm right. In time, you'll come to understand. They changed Seraph, too. When did they do that? The presence of multiple yours indicates an increased specificity. Okay, it doesn't fucking matter. I do play other games, yeah. It is Wizhead Wednesday, though. I genuinely believe this. I think the fact that you can correct someone for using the wrong your makes it just not... Like, that proves it's pointless. It would only matter if you were, like, unable to understand what I said because I used the wrong your. But because you are able to understand and correct me, you understand and you're just being annoying for the sake of being annoying. It's just adding needless friction to the way we interact, and I think it's pointless. It's genuinely just not rage bait. I fully, in my heart of hearts, believe this. You're raging higher than you possess? I feel like that's a pretty redundantly worded sentence. That's like saying it's pointless for a difference in name between ice cream and gelato, but prepared differently, therefore, in two different foods. That's just the dumbest comparison I've ever heard. It's actually like the worst straw man ever. It's not the same at all. It's the same person where it's like, this is the type of person Chad is. It's like, if I say like, can you grab me that spatula, and I point to something on the counter, and it's like whatever, I'm cooking something, and it's actually a spoon, and you're like, no, it's a spoon, and it's like, okay, you know that's what I want you to. Can you hand it to me? And then you say no, not until you call it the right thing. It's a spoon, and it's like, no, that's not. It doesn't fucking matter. You've just added needless friction. This interaction just didn't need to happen. It doesn't fucking matter. No one calls a spoon a spatula? I do. And it's adding needless friction to my life that I don't need. It's the worst. You're all terrorists. Every one of you. Yeah, okay, that's actually the better example. It's saying, like, when you ask the teacher, can I go to the bathroom, and they say, may you go to the bathroom? That's the same thing. That whole interaction was fucking pointless. You know what I meant. Actually, I think calling you terrorist strengthens my argument. I would have to disagree with you on that one. I hate idiots who say I could care less. No, I could care less. It's just like, I feel like you're taking this advantage to, like, this one opportunity where I use the wrong word to, like, try to big dog me and establish your place in the hierarchy of society above me. And, like, have this over my head that, like, you have this advanced knowledge of grammatical structures in a situation where it doesn't fucking matter. You just like the moment of superiority because you don't get enough moments of superiority in your life because you fucking have nothing else. It's just dumb. Like, you just need this moment. You just need this moment of like, oh, haha, I know the answer to this and you do not. It has nothing to do with the actual understanding of the word. You're like a cop pulling someone over because you're having a bad day. You are actually a terrorist of a grammar police. Blaming people for helping you correct your language skills, that's like getting mad at your dentist for saying you have a cavity. See, this is why I cannot explain this to chat, because you physically, like, are incapable of grasping even, like, a comparable hypotheticals. It's not the same at all. If I went to the dentist and said, hey, dude, check my teeth, please, and he tells me I have a cavity, that's so much different than someone I'm texting casually that I'm not thinking about, that I'm just trying to get a message to, that I'm taking time out of my day to respond to. And then they have the fucking nerve, the fucking balls to correct what I'm saying. Like, fuck you. I'm sorry I even tried to respond to you. You're clearly not worth the time. You clearly don't value this interaction enough. It's not about superiority, it's about using the right word at the right moment. That's not true. At all. You are correcting me because you like that moment of, haha, I got you. You know? When someone comes and joins the Discord and they're like, you use the wrong you're in the rule set, it has nothing to do with their understanding of the word. It's the fact that they get that moment of fucking superiority. They get that little bit of dopamine of like, I'm putting myself above you in this intellectual hierarchy I've invented for myself. No, I'm gonna keep using the wrong fucking word. And every time someone corrects me, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know that person sucks. See, this is how I know I've dominated you in this argument. Because you have not produced one actual good counter-argument. Not one. You just insult. You go toddler mode. The irony of you calling me the toddler when you're the one who has to turn to insults. Because you're wrong. You've been dominated in the marketplace of free ideas. Why does it matter? Give me one good reason why it actually matters. You can't tell me why it matters. The point of language is to understand. If you can understand, who fucking cares? If you weren't taught the difference, we wouldn't have the context to understand what you meant. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. It's the same word. You know what it means. I'm talking, it's different again. If you're writing like an academic paper, it's different. I'm talking about in the setting of like a Discord rules or in a text, or if I'm like typing whatever. Like if I'm typing in an informal setting, it does not fucking matter. It will never matter. As long as you can understand why I'm saying, why does it matter? The only reason you're taking the time to correct me is because you feel the act of correcting me feels good. It has nothing to do with the language. On an interpersonal level, rule and conversation is of little importance, but on a cultural and societal level, the rules and paradigms exist to enable large scale. I think if you exist in a world where you are using contractions, if you're writing in a setting where you're using contractions, it does not fucking matter. You're already changing the language. You're already not following the actual set rules. Yes, it does matter to me. I think if you correct yours, I don't like you. If you correct someone for using the wrong your in a text message, you're a terrible person. You need to reevaluate it. I think if you're taking every little advantage you can get to like prove your superior knowledge, you suck. And I don't want to text you. In the amount of time you spent pissing your pants, you could have cured cancer. See, this is where I would say, is like now I would say, oh, you forgot your apostrophe in the could have. So I don't understand what you said, right? That's what a terrible person would do. Also, I think it would take a little bit longer to cure cancer. I'm not quite sure how curing cancer works. Zara, you used the wrong your in that situation. You should have said the or. What? What are we talking about? There's your apostrophe. I don't see the apostrophe. I can't understand what that means. There's? I don't understand. No, I have defeated you all in the marketplace of ideas. I think it also says a lot about it because it's not like you're like, if you were like truly couldn't understand and you're like, what does that mean? I don't understand. That would be different than correcting someone. I think you're looking for like the good feeling in your head you get when you correct someone. You've admitted you lost though? I genuinely believe this. This isn't rage bait. If you don't understand someone, you can't correct them. That's my point, is like, if this was actually necessary to language, you wouldn't correct someone, you would ask. You would ask, what do you mean? Immediate indicator of low intellect. It's like not true. If you sent me a text message or you are pooping, I would know what it meant. I promise you, if you sent me a message and we were talking and I was like, I'll be out in 5 minutes, and you like, lol, okay, you are pooping, I wouldn't correct you. I wouldn't feel the need. I don't need those small victories in my life. I don't want to have this relationship dynamic where I'm just trying to one-up you constantly on text. I think that's small. I think you're a terrible person, and I don't like you, and I will block you. I don't care if we've been friends for fucking 15 years. If you correct me for using the wrong your, bro, you're done. It's over. I'll find better friends in the free market. What if your parents did that? I'm fucking Harry Potter now. I'm an orphan. I'm Batman. Okay. Got distracted.
They hid the pedestal's eyes in the jungle?
Honestly, I think I've won.
Perhaps Coco smokes.
I think you're all backpedaling now because you realize how many times you've corrected your friend's text messages just because it made you feel good and it didn't actually matter at all, and you were just being a bad friend, and now you're like getting defensive about it. If gooning to Xantor is a fucking crime, lock me up. No, I'm wearing a hoodie.
What a delicious morsel.
I'm pooping to your stream right now. Appreciate it. Check my DMs. We're gonna send Ninja off to a nice farm. Ninja's going to a nice farm. No! Alright, I think we call it after this fight. Dude, I'm like not opposed to doing an Elden Ring stream. I think it'd be fun. I just think I need to like learn how to play the game at least a little bit before I do it. I think going into it completely blind would be dumb. Like, mostly blind is probably the most fun. Where, like, I still suck at it, so I drink and stuff, but I need to, like, actually know how the controls work and shit. No, I think it would be great content. It's just like the problem with like Silk Song was I went in completely blind. I don't think that's a good idea. I think you want to go in like mostly blind. There's a nice balance. Yeah, you gotta maintain. Alright. You know what? We played a lot of Wiz today. Casual little 4-hour stream. Not bad. I do think this is like the reality of... Oh my god, dude. Wait, what the fuck? These are weird-ass boots. Kind of the reality of the second arc is, bro, some of these streams are just fucking boring. I guess we got to do Belloc. But even that is, like, not that fun. Next stream we'll definitely be able to take on Mirror Lake, which will be fun. That'll be interesting. Oh, I wasn't bitching about grammar. I was right and you were wrong. Alright, don't do anything I want to do. We'll definitely finish this world next stream. Don't do anything I personally will not do.